What's going on, everybody? How are you? Happy Sunday. Happy rainy thunderstorm Sunday. Keep getting these weird hairs sticking up. Quarantine life. All right. Now I know you guys are there. How are you? I hope you guys are having a decent day today. Today I was the laziest that I have been since this whole thing started today. I did some stuff, but for the most part, what's up, Michael? What's going on, Glenn? Hey, Jay. What's up, Michael? Yeah, I was very lazy today. I spent a lot of time in the pouring rain trying to convince my pug that she needed to go to the bathroom out there. And I did take a shower, and I am wearing pants, so I have that going for me. And otherwise, I've been hanging around the house kind of torturing myself. Was having a problem with the Netflix earlier. So even though I told you last night I was going to watch the Tiger Show, I have not started the Tiger Show yet, but I will watch it, damn it. A friend dropped off my new addiction, the pickle-flavored Pringles. I've been talking about, for some reason, I've had this Pringle addiction since I've been locked in the house. And the pickle-flavored ones taste like fried pickles. They're amazing. And they should not have been dropped off at my house because now I want to eat all of them. So, Evan, good point that all of the heavy rains right now are clearing the road so people can social distance on their motorcycles, which will be a nice way to kind of go out and forget about everything that's going on. I know a lot of people that have been able to get out on their motorcycles say that it helps them a little bit. So the rain will be good for that, but there was some serious thunder. Scared the hell out of Wednesday. She wants nothing to do with this video right now because she's hiding under a blanket, so I apologize. But today, just kind of hung around. Somehow I got talked into watching World War Z again, which in the middle of this whole thing, you can just say it seemed like a good idea at the time, but it really wasn't because it kind of was a little too real. And then I started watching that old series, The Last Ship, because why not just throw another log on the fire and scare the crap out of myself when it comes to deadly pandemics. So first of all, I want to say happy to all of the Vietnam veterans out there. Today is National Vietnam War Veterans Day. So this day is for you, for us to say thank you, for us to acknowledge your service. I know a lot of you, including my Uncle Froggy, who I've talked about in the past, who's kind of the inspiration for a lot of the veterans work that I do, were not welcomed home well. He had to throw his uniform in the trash at Logan Airport when he came home from Vietnam with his Purple Heart. And so I know for a lot of Vietnam veterans, it's still a little strange to have people say welcome home all these years later, but it's really important to do that, especially right now. I know that there is a lot of talk about mental health right now, and not just among our veterans community, but with everyone because of the social isolation and feeling powerless and having your employment be uncertain and your finances be uncertain. And so there's a lot of people that are worried about what's going on. And so obviously we want to talk about our Vietnam veterans who have seen so much over the years and who we've asked for so much over the years. But to all of our veterans, I wanted to give out the National Suicide Prevention Hotline because I just think it's an important number for people to have at the ready. It's 1-800-273-8255. 1-800-273-8255. And you can also log on to suicidepreventionlifeline.org if you're looking for resources. But, you may feel great right now, and maybe everybody you know is okay right now. But I think they're just really important numbers and websites to have, because when you find out that someone you love is in crisis, or maybe you all of a sudden just get overwhelmed, it's really good to just know that someone's on the other end of a phone that wants to talk to you. So one more time, the National Suicide Prevention Hotline, 1-800-273 8255, and the suicidepreventionlifeline.org is the website that you want to write down. It was announced today that the social distancing, the president announced today that it is going to continue until April 30th. My sister was so looking forward to her birthday in April, and now she's going to be one of those people that we toast happy birthday to coming up in a few weeks. Now, speaking of that, is today your birthday? Because we always want to have a cocktail for you in the war room if today is your birthday. So yes, more of my buddy Fernandez's sangria. Because it's delicious and it makes me happy. And it's got a lot of fruit in it, so somehow it's good for you. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. No, I'm not going to sing to you, but you share it with Perry Farrell from Jane's Addiction and Porno for Pyros, and God only knows he's doing something weird today, so you should too. Just don't lick anything weird or strange, and wash your damn hands when you're done. That's basically all you need to worry about. So happy birthday. That iHeart in Your Living Room concert that is going to be hosted by Elton John, that Dave Grohl and Billy Joe Armstrong, that is coming up at 9 o'clock. So I'm giving you a little forewarning. I'm going to try and cut this close tonight so that you can go and watch some live music on your TV. I've noticed that a lot of musicians have been doing like live performances. I know Bad Wolves were doing it live on Instagram. Speaking of live on Instagram, I watched The Rock on his cheat day live on Instagram today. Kind of helped, got to be honest. But my buddy Stu Sinclair, who plays in all of these clubs all around New England all the time, hasn't been able to play in the last couple of weeks, and played last night on Facebook, and people were donating money like on his Venmo and stuff, which is awesome, because all of these musicians that normally make a living entertaining all of us while we're buying shots for each other are all really struggling. So anything that you can do to support anyone in the hospitality industry or anyone in the music industry right now is awesome. Trent Reznor's trying to keep you occupied. The Ghost 5 and Ghost 6, those two albums, he put them up for free download. So if you want to go and download some free Nine Inch Nails music, you can do that. Speaking of music, I thought this was really fun. You'll have to Google what the number one song on the charts was on your 12th birthday. But again, I saw this meme, kind of like the meme I saw that said making a dill pickle martini was a good idea. And I thought I would share it with you. Hold on, I need a drink. The fruit's the best part. It's got all the booze in it. Anyway, Google whatever song was number one on the chart on your 12th birthday, and that is supposed to be the theme song of your life. So obviously I had to do it. And the theme song of my life is Prince, Let's Go Crazy. Totally nailed it. So there you go. So figure out what your theme song is and tell me if it's accurate or not. Put it in the comments. Mine, pretty good, I thought. My 12th birthday, Prince, Let's Go Crazy. Sure, why not? Jamie says his birthday is coming up on Saturday, and then his son turns 13. Hi, Sherry. One of my college roommates is watching. My Aunt Jean is watching. This is the only time I get to see people and visit them now is through my phone. We're all been FaceTiming and video chatting and everything. Jamie says, my boyfriend is coming in this Saturday. My boyfriend's birthday is coming up this Saturday, and then my son turns 13 on the 14th. Well, we'll make sure that we say happy birthday to them when that happens. Amanda says, Boys to Men, I'll Make Love to You was number one on my 12th birthday. How you doing, Amanda? Good? I saw one that said the top grossing movie during the week of your birthday. I have not Googled that, but I'm going to write that one down and I'm going to check it out. Mine was probably something ridiculous. Marlene says that sangria looks so good. It is. It's delicious. And I will drink some for you, Marlene, since you can't have any. So good. Joshua says, She Ain't Worth It by Glenn Medeiros featuring Bobby Brown was the number one song on his 12th birthday. Amy says Purple Rain. That's a good one. Jimmy G! Hi. Separate lives, said Shannon, which is ironic because Amy, one more time with the hubby and we will be. Oh, any more time with the hubby and we will be separate lives. Yeah, I am just predicting that there are going to be a lot of divorces when this is all over. But can I just say this on a really, really serious note? Just bear with me for like 20 seconds. There are a lot of domestic violence victims that are right now trapped in the homes with their abusers. And I can't even imagine what it's already hard enough to just be dealing with everything that we talked about the uncertainty and work and all of that. But then to have another layer of the fact that you don't even feel safe in your own home. Try the best you can to get word to someone. There are people that will help you. And there is no reason why you should be afraid in your own home. So please reach out to someone you can confide in. Call law enforcement if you can. I know that there are a lot of dispatchers that are trained that if you call and order a pizza, that they know what that means, that code. But just please seek help if you can. And if you can't, just know that this is not going to last forever. And there are a lot of people that care about you and want to help you. And you're not in this alone. Maria says Ace of Base, The Sign is her life's theme song. John Gonzalez, what's going on, John? The Way You Make Me Feel by Michael Jackson. Terrence says, I despise that song. Well, you're welcome. There you go. Mike Fredette, thank you. I love checking in with you guys every night. You know I love it. Amy says, Let's Get Physical by Olivia Newton-John. That is a crock of shit. I love it. What's going on, Lisa? Kathy says Ebony and Ivory is her life's theme song because it was number 1 when she turned 12. Hard to lick anything strange when the bars are closed, said Steven. Well, obviously you're not doing it right because the liquor stores are essential, so there's plenty of booze around. Just make sure it's over 60% alcohol, and then you can sterilize whatever it is you're about to lick with the booze that's in your hand. Hi, Gina. Hi, Mark. Let's see. Because You Loved Me, Celine Dion. Keith, that's a hell of a theme song you got going for your life. Yeah. Bob says 18 in Life. Damn. Jason says, I was 12 in 1994. Can we talk about all of the amazing music that came out in 1994? I mean, wow. Just the number of unbelievable albums that came out in 94. I mean, I'm talking Nine Inch Nails. I'm talking Soundgarden. Just amazing, unbelievable albums. That was just a really good year in rock. Tyler says, Candle in the Wind for me. Another Day in Paradise, Phil Collins for Heather. Oh, these are great. Terrence says, number 1 rock song on my 12th birthday was David Lee Roth's Just Like Paradise, and it beat out Michael Jackson. Well, there you go. Baker Street, Jerry Rafferty is my song, says Frank Cabral. That's a good one, too. Oh, you guys got some good ones. James says, Carrie, I miss hearing you on the radio. Trust me. I talk about it every night. I miss being on the radio, especially right now. The coronavirus slowing down the entire entertainment industry has made it a little bit difficult to move on to my next chapter after WAAF, but I am working every angle that I can. I'm making every phone call with anybody that'll pick it up, and hopefully, I'll have some news for you guys sooner than later. Until then, you can keep tabs on my Twitter feed at Mistress Carrie, and Instagram and Facebook are Mistress Carrie WAAF. Pete says, Hall & Oates, Kiss on my list. Oh, man. Christine says, Good Vibrations by Marky Mark is the theme song to her life. Oh, my God. Oh, Blast from the Past. This made it to number 1. Tim says, Touch Me by Samantha Fox. Pete! Hi. I Love Rock and Roll was my song, says Annette. That's a good one. What's going on, Mel? My friend Mel is watching. She is a nurse, and You are a rock star, and everyone that works with you is a rock star. And thank you guys for everything that you're doing to take care of everybody that needs to be taken care of and for protecting the rest of us. You guys are awesome. Let's see. What else are you guys writing on here? I can't go for that. Pete, you will do anything to talk about Hall & Oates. Kelly Monroe says Dreams by Van Halen. Ooh, that's a good one. I like that one. If you're looking for like some kind of... big world meaning in your theme song. All right, my producer from Afghanistan, Mike, is checking in, and he just wrote Blueberry Cobbler in the comments. Tonight, I think you need to hear the Blueberry Cobbler story. I mean, I'm sitting in the war room. We get together every night at 8:30, and I apologize if you think my stories are long-winded, but seriously, what the hell else do we have to do besides me sitting here trying to catch a buzz from Fernandez's sangria and telling you ridiculous stories? So the other night I told you the story about the phone, which was a very serious story. Tonight I'm going to tell you about the Blueberry Cobbler in Afghanistan. So we were based out, this was in 2011, and it was in September around the 10th anniversary of 9/11. And my producer, Mike, and myself were embedded with a couple of different units from Massachusetts, the 26th MEB and the 182nd Infantry from the Mass Army National Guard. But Camp Phoenix, which is the base that was the big base in the Kabul, Afghanistan area, and there were a ton of countries that were represented on Camp Phoenix, and there were also a lot of contractors that were there as well. So it wasn't just Americans. It was a really big base. There was medical there. They had a huge chow hall. There was a lot going on. The SF guys had a thing on the other side of the base. There was a range down there. There was a fire department. There was a huge fueling station. Camp Phoenix was really big. And outside of the chow hall was this place called Patriot Square that had like picnic tables and stuff, and it had free Wi-Fi. And if you went out there like in the middle of the night, Kabul time, the Wi-Fi worked pretty good. And that's where we used to call back to the radio station and send all of our pictures and uploaded audio because the internet worked really good in the middle of the night. And it's also kind of where you would get all of the gossip and scuttlebutt that was going on around the base or whatever. So there was also on this base a little marketplace where approved people were allowed to come on base from outside and set up shops, and you could get things to send back home and, electronics. And there was all these little places that you could buy things on the base. And one of the other places on the base was a place where you could go and get a massage. And depending on who you were, you could go and get a regular massage. Maybe you were tense. And then some people, rumor had it, were going to get an Orchids of Asia massage on the base. Now, I have never been in one of these places where you go and get one of these massages. As a woman, I feel like it's a little bit strange. And the code that you have to have so that the masseuse knows that that's what you want and she knows. I don't really understand how all that works. But at this massage place on Camp Phoenix in Afghanistan at this time, we heard the rumor that if you told the masseuse you wanted Blueberry Cobbler, it became the Orchids of Asia. And so the guys that we were with were begging me to go get a massage and ask for the Blueberry Cobbler because they were dying to know what would happen if a woman went in there and asked for it. I did not do it. I couldn't do it. Like a week after we got there, the place got raided by the MPs, and all of those massage ladies got escorted off the base. And then like a few days later, the massage place was open again with a whole host of other women. And I never found out before I left Afghanistan what the new Blueberry Cobbler was. So Mike, my producer, still 8 years later, or almost 9 years later now, Blueberry Cobbler is still this massive running joke that we text each other. And he's been commenting on it on these live videos. So there you go, Mike. There's your Blueberry Cobbler story. So now you don't have to call it Orchids of Asia when you're having these conversations with your friends. Now you have a code and you can call it blueberry cobbler. I will warn you though that the next time you read blueberry cobbler on the menu in a restaurant, you are going to laugh, you freaking pervert, and you're going to think about me, and you're going to think about Mike, and you're going to think about us in Afghanistan. So there you go. There's my war room story for the night. Your blueberry cobbler. Oh, that's good. Hi, Chuck. So my friend Chuck is watching as well. And he is one of a few photographers that I know. I saw this thing on TV that I thought was really cool. And I thought it might inspire some photographers. Maybe it could help build your portfolio. There are some photographers that are taking free family photos, portraits, but they're doing it from the family's front porch. And so the photographer will set it all up ahead of time. And then they're going around and from a safe distance, they're setting up their cameras. And right now, all of the families are spending so much quality time together that people feel like they want to commemorate this time in their family's life and take these front porch photos. And I saw it on TV and I just thought it was really cool and, something that would make you all, pick out like dressed up outfits and get excited about, and something to get the kids excited about, and set up an appointment. And, I thought if it were for up and coming photographers, maybe if it was something that you could donate your skills, or if you're a photographer and your business has been suffering, that maybe you could do some discounted front porch photographs for families. But I just thought it was a really cool idea. And some of the ones that I saw on TV, the photos were awesome. And, some people were dressing up in costumes. Some people wanted to get all dressed up and be fancy. They wanted the pictures with their pets, especially if you have an older pet. But I just thought it was such a really cool idea and something that you can still do while you are respecting all of the social distancing boundaries. And because you could get the photographs emailed to you, there really doesn't need, and you can transfer money electronically. It's something that you can do without ever having any contact physically with the photographer. And I just thought it might be something cool that then you would have some new pictures to put up on your social media pages and something that you could share with your family, especially because you're not able to see your family, especially if you're far apart, and you're not going to get school photos in a lot of cases because the kids aren't in school. So that was just, something that I saw and made me think of you guys and think of all of my photography friends and thought, you know what, that might be really kind of cool to have some front porch photos. So maybe I'll schedule one with Wednesday and we can go out on the front porch and take pictures together. Kevin says, we just did a daddy-daughter dance in the house tonight and we got all dressed up. See, that's awesome. That's so cool. I hope you got some really good pictures of that because that's really, really cool. Sean Donovan says, I watched Platoon today. Comments back to back. It just goes to show you how different people are spending their quarantine time at home. I'll never look at breakfast the same again, says Drea. Yeah, exactly. Blueberry cobbler is funny from now on. Sorry if I ruined it for you. Have you talked to Shu lately, says Jason. Yeah, we text almost every day. The problem that we're having with Facebook, getting him to come on live with me, and we're going to figure it out, is that he has a page, like the Mistress Carrie page, where you like it instead of friend it. That's how you can get more than 5,000 people on your page, because regular profile pages only allow you to have 5,000 friends. So if you want to have something more than that, like these fan pages, they don't function the same way. And I can't add another fan page, meaning the Mike Shu official Facebook page, onto the Mistress Carrie Facebook page. And so we're trying to figure out how to get it working. So Sean Malloy is asking, any word on getting Shu on this? We're working on it. Our pages just don't function the same way. Instagram might be easier, said Jay. Absolutely right. Here are the problems. Number one, there's more people on our Facebook pages. More people have access to it. And the bigger problem with the Instagram is that Instagram doesn't record the video, so you can't then go and post it later. Unlike Facebook, where when we get done with these Facebook Lives, I post the video up so that people that missed it can go back and watch it later, and you can't do that with Instagram. So that's why I haven't done it on Instagram Live. Trust me, I've had more time to Google it than anything. So have him on Zoom in the background on an iPad or something. We're going to figure it out. We've got some wicked smart people that are trying to problem solve with this. So we will figure it out. All right. I want to show you my War Room thing. Now, speaking of Mike Shue, the Breaking the Ice podcast that he does with Isaiah and Josh, which is great, by the way, when they came in to record the episode that I was on in the War Room, this is one of the things they talked about, and you may have seen it in the pictures. So speaking of Afghanistan and the Blueberry Cobbler, this sword is made out of sheet armor that came out of a blown up Humvee. And one of the guys we were embedded with spent some time and made this sword for me. Gave it to me while I was in Afghanistan. And somehow, some way, I was able to get it home. And now I have it in my war room. And it weighs a ton. Trying to get it all. I mean, the thing is freaking huge. It's not sharp. I mean, it's got an edge on it, but it definitely could be sharpened to. But it's a one of a kind. I don't know why anyone needs a sword made out of a blown up Humvee in their war room, but if you do, I got one and I ain't giving it to you. So I thought it was really cool. War Room artifact of the day, says Amy. Here it is right here. The War Room sword from the body armor. From the Humvee armor. And then the other thing that I wanted to share with you was the drink recipe of the day. Let me see if I can. I picked one out today. I haven't been a slacker today like I was the other day. I put a little bookmark in there. Where is it? All right. This one is called the Happy Youth. It is 2 ounces of cherry brandy, an ounce of fresh orange juice, a sugar cube, chilled champagne, and a cherry to garnish. You pour the cherry brandy and the orange juice over the sugar cube in a flute. You fill with champagne, garnish with the cherry, and serve. And that is called the Happy Youth. Or maybe you have miserable youth and you just need that drink to deal with the miserable youth that you're stuck in the house with. So there you go. There is your drink today. That is your zombie killer, says David May. Yeah, exactly. Not even a joke. Carrie, I think I know how to get Shue on your Facebook videos. Well, comment and explain it to me because we need to make this happen because Mike Shue and I need to get drunk on Facebook Live for your entertainment. Seriously. Blueberry Cobbler. Debbie says she has a good friend in Afghanistan right now. Can we just all be extra supportive of our military families right now? Because all of the military was frozen in place for 60 days. Because of the coronavirus, which means if they're stateside, they're where they are for 60 days. And if they're overseas, they're where they are for 60 days, even if they were scheduled to come home. I think the only exceptions are Navy ships because they need to come in and port. But otherwise, everyone's frozen for 60 days. And so can you imagine counting down the days to be back home with your friends and family after deployment, and now your deployment just got extended? Or even if you're not technically in harm's way, but you're just far away from home and all you want to do is get home during these really uncertain times and you can't. So some extra love to our military families right now is really, really needed. So Debbie, send love to your loved one in Afghanistan for sure. Let's see. Shue and Carrie will get us through this, says John. We are doing our best, damn it. Trust me. We are doing our best. Then you could go Facebook Live with artists as well. Yes, there are a lot of artists that are sitting around not doing anything, and I am doing everything I can to move some projects forward so that we can get you guys some more entertainment. Trust me, I am working on it. Rick says Carrie's voice will get us through this. Well, maybe talking. Sure as hell I ain't singing for you. That'll make you want to go and lick somebody's toilet seat and get the corona. Okay, guys. One more time. The Suicide Prevention Hotline, the National Suicide Prevention Hotline, 1-800-273-8255, and the website suicidepreventionlifeline.org. If you have got some friends that you haven't heard from in a while, especially someone you know that maybe recently went through a divorce, or someone that you know just got recently laid off, take the extra time and make a phone call to a friend, even if you think it might seem weird because you haven't talked to them in a while. You don't have to preface a phone call with, I know I haven't talked to you in a while or whatever. People just want to hear from each other right now. FaceTime people, call people, set up a Zoom chat room and get a bunch of your friends together. Just reach out, but especially to those friends that you haven't heard from, that have been kind of quiet, that you've noticed haven't been posting a lot on their social media pages, maybe the last few days. I guarantee you there's somebody that you're like, you know what, let me just check up on them. Just send them a text. Just reach out to somebody and go, hey, you know what? I was thinking about you. My buddy Jimmy did it to me today. He was like, you know what? I know you're doing okay because I see you on Facebook every day, but I just wanted to call and check up on you. And it means the world. And we're all going to get through this, but we all have to help each other to do it. And also reach out to the families of healthcare providers and truck drivers, people that you know that are working double shifts. Maybe you could make their family a meal just to help take the burden off a little bit because they're working so much and maybe you're not. My neighbor across the street is an essential worker at his job. And I saw him out walking the dog and I was like, hey, I just made a big batch of tomato sauce. Can I send you a jar? And he was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm not going to turn that down. So like, just do little things just to maybe make it a little bit easier for someone else. And all of those little acts of kindness are going to go a long way because as we found out today, the social distancing stuff is going through April 30th. It was announced by the president today. So we are in this for the long haul, and the nicer we can be to everybody, the better. So once again, thank you to everybody on the front lines of this, all the healthcare workers, the first responders, our military, everybody that's helping to keep things rolling, everybody working in the stores, stocking the shelves, the truck drivers, the utility workers, the postal carriers and the package delivery people, the food delivery people, the people climbing the cell phone towers doing maintenance so that all of our cell networks are still running. Everybody that's working, you guys are awesome. Keep the suggestions coming on things that you guys want to talk about. Definitely go and Google the number one song on your 12th birthday and put it in the comments if you haven't done that already. And my advice, as always, every night, don't lick anything strange. Wash your damn hands. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. I love you. Take care of each other.